Good morning, my beautiful family. How was y'all's night? And I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a happy New Year coming up. What's everybody planning for New Year's Eve? I finally had a good sleep. I finally didn't have a bad nightmare. Finally, thank God on that one. And it's getting closer for me to hopefully move to Pennsylvania. I still cannot wait to move to Pennsylvania. I tell you not. I kid you not. I am so glad. I can't wait. My link's up here if anyone wants to come up. But seriously, what's everybody's plan for New Year's Eve? I'm just gonna stay home. That's what I'm gonna do. But what are you all doing New Year's Eve? Yeah, me too. I'm staying home too. Best thing to do, huh? Stay home. And how are you this morning? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, sweetie. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you get better. You're welcome, sweetie. My brother was on oxygen before he passed away. Yeah, he had to carry it around too. But hopefully things get better for you. Yeah, I heard once you get COVID, it causes health problems. I mean, that it causes health problems. I heard. But we can't say the C word on my live, sweetie. I keep forgetting about that. Other than that, I hope everything goes well. Hey, Laura, how are you this morning? You feeling any better? Right, that's cool, Katie. I'm sorry to hear that, Laura. I hope you get better, sweetie. It'll get better. Just take it day by day. It will get better. It'll get better, better, and better. Hopefully, 2022 is a better year for everyone. Because 2021 was a stucky ass year, wasn't it? Hopefully 2022 is a lot better. I'm praying that it is. I know that's right. I'd love to meet Mo one day. And James. I already met Omar, so I'd like to meet Mo, DJ, Sonny, James. I understand that. Yeah, you might want to call your doctor. I'm okay, Laura. I'm getting there. I'll get better. I'll be okay. All we can do is take it one day at a time. Okay, sweetie. Thanks for coming. But all we could do is just take it one day at a time. But it'll get better, though, I'm sure. We just got to keep our faith and, keep our head held high. That's all we can do. Hope for the best. As I surely do hope this year's better. 2022 is better. I wonder where everybody is at this morning. Oh, did she? Okay, well, yeah, of course, Christmas is over. Well, yeah, until New Year's Eve.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Just sitting here watching videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely have a background of work.
What's that? What are you
Yeah, whatever
doing?
you got, it really makes you bad.
Yeah. What do you want? What?
How the kids doing? Are they better?
No. Yeah, I wonder what the doctor's going to do now that I'm not getting any better.
Yeah, what about the kids? Are they getting any better or no?
No, they're fine. They have a little bit of a runny nose, but they're good. I was thinking about taking them to Walmart to get their flu shots.
You're taking inhalers, right?
What's that?
Are you using inhalers and stuff?
Yeah, I have a nebulizer.
Okay.
Let me go get your other tablet. So,
Is that at least helping you a little bit?
what's that?
Is that helping you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of helps slow down the
Hey,
coughing.
Dragon, thank you for coming.
Hi, Spitfire. Yeah, it helps me so I don't cough as much. But I still get dizzy and lightheaded. Shortness of breath.
You've been sick for a while now, man. That's crazy. How you doing, Dragon? I hope your day's well, doing well so far.
Hi, Sheriff.
Hey, Chef.
Okay.
The link's up here if you want to come up, Chef. Happy holiday.
It's on the table. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go in there and get it.
Oh, wow. Okay, Chef.
Yeah, Laura went back to work today. I shared this out, so
You what, Lord?
I shared this out.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lord's sick, Tony Pooh.
Yeah,
Everybody's getting sick, I think.
yeah,
I think it's going around the whole damn world.
yeah,
I'm not sick, but I do have a congestion. I am congested a lot.
yeah. It's going around.
Mm. I hope Eli's doing better. I hope Eli's in the hospital. I hope he's doing better.
Right. Is Eli still in the hospital?
I guess Eli's sugar was really high.
Yeah, he had high blood pressure.
Yeah, and plus he had diabetes too. You didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's the same way with me. I didn't know either, so I got tested.
right,
I don't understand why they didn't test it a long time ago.
right.
We could have got a pills a long time ago, man.
Yeah. Did you get your sugar meter?
You want a cookie, John? Shut my refrigerator. Gone. You so crazy. I am home. I don't see you live with your mother. It can be your home because you're my son. I'm home away from home. You you are not. If you was home, you'd be out on the streets, John. No, you're living with your mother. That's different. Oh, shit, he's done. I'm telling you. Go and tell him. He said he's homeless. He's not homeless. He lives with me.
Is he moving with you?
Yeah, he's moving with me in Pennsylvania.
That's good.
That's not butter in it. Have you ever had that mac and cheese, Tony Poo?
Have
It's
what?
got the
What?
real cheese in it. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, he's moving with me to Pennsylvania, hopefully. 'Cause I don't want him being out on the street. Better be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. They got in February, so you better be ready. Oh, when he comes with the U-Haul, you need help with the stuff for the stone. Yeah, he's gonna rent one instead of buying one. He's looking. He's not gonna look until January, huh? What? Oh, yeah, nuts. I have not. I don't even drink. Well, whatever. That's right. My son
Good
knows
morning,
what I'm
Sheriff.
doing.
Good morning.
What? He said that he's gonna start looking in January, and we'll be better off to find a place to rent than buy right now. So he asked if he was coming. I said, I don't know. He keeps saying he don't know. He asked me that day when he was talking when I was on the phone with him. I don't know. Oh, whatever. We all do. My son's crazy, you guys. Better be. Anyway, they had a chef and Laura.
Howdy.
Yeah, he keeps saying that he's homeless. I said, how are you homeless? You live with mom. Oh,
No, I was homeless.
yeah, but at least you're not staying in your car. At least you're not sleeping on the road.
Morning.
Hey,
Morning.
Good
Laura.
morning, Laura.
Oh, so we're having a blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Really?
that's
It was
always
a
fun.
whiteout this morning. I couldn't see a freaking thing.
Oh, wow.
Oh my car, I didn't even brush it. I'm at work, but that's since I've been here. How much has accumulated?
Wow.
Hi, Terry. Good morning.
No.
Terry Charms.
Hey, Terry Jarbs.
Can you tell I ain't been asleep yet?
No. What have you been doing?
My phone's
Sitting
acting
here.
up.
Sitting here. Watching videos. Going on live streams that everybody's on.
Cats come back. Hang on.
The anxieties kept me awake.
Anxiety about what?
Uh, Not waking up.
No.
It comes every now and again.
Okay, let's try this again. All right.
Turkey, turkey.
My phone was
That's
going
cool,
off.
Kelly. That's real cool.
I need to call my doctor real quick.
Yeah, you do.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Cool.
How are you, Sheriff?
Okay.
You were just getting off your live when I woke up. I got up at 1. It was right around 1 o'clock. So
I did 3 that day.
yeah,
What kind of responses, Terry?
time difference, I guess.
I was wore out.
Hi, Terry Charms.
I did
Hi, Spitfire.
I did 3 streams that day, and it had wound up being a total of a little over 15 hours.
Wow, crazy.
My doctor is closed today.
Of course they are. Just like the mail's closed for 2 days.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Man, I still got 15 minutes.
So I guess I gotta wait and call him tomorrow.
Pardon me?
I
Yeah.
have to wait and call him tomorrow because they're closed today.
Well, yeah. I would tell him though about them telling you to go to the hospital tomorrow. So maybe he'll do something, you know. And if not, he can give you a note, hopefully, to get you in the hospital faster.
Oh,
I just don't want to go to the hospital because I have nowhere to go for my kids.
I know.
But they don't do that for us down here.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Our wait times are really long. So usually they'll say this person was seen today and I
Okay,
sent them
Terry.
to the hospital kind of thing. And then when they know a doctor sent you, then they get you in faster.
Well, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, our healthcare is free right now. After this COVID, I doubt it, but pardon my language. Oh, this weather sucks. Jeez.
Did you already
Okay,
upload
Terry, we
it?
will.
Pardon me?
Terry wants us to check out her video.
Oh yeah, I can't at work though. Only in my truck. I download everything. I
I
have to,
will
and then
later
I just
today,
leave it
Terry.
on so it shows that I watched it. Yeah, I will when I get home, Terry. I'm working with my favorite person today. Yeah,
Oh my God.
but do you have snow too?
No, we got rain.
Oh,
Terry,
look
you
at.
gonna have
I'll roll down my window for a second. It's not snowing as bad as it was earlier.
Oh man, I wish I had that snow. That's
Oh, it's
pretty.
terrible. And the wind's supposed to go to 50.
Terry gonna strap my legs.
My other side, that's where it's blowing from. That's why it's all piled up, or I guess from there, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I sure will, Terry. When I get home, I will. I promise. No, I'll watch it. I do watch videos. I did not sleep. Boy, oh boy. Hang on 1 sec.
We don't
Turkey.
have snow yet. That sucks. I want a little bit of snow. Shit. All we get is rain.
Did you load it to YouTube?
Yeah, I talked to my family a little bit yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. My brother sent me a picture of everyone.
Oh, that's good. I know you didn't want to miss it, but oh,
They
it's
wanted
sweet.
it.
The maintenance guy's snow blowing. Oh, don't snow blow my car, asshole. Fuck.
I
Oh,
don't know.
sorry.
Terrible.
No. Hey, you idiot. Please don't do that. He just sprayed. He's spraying everybody's cars right now.
Hey,
My
Father.
family.
Happy holidays.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of idiot would go around and snow blow and blow it up people's cars?
A Nimrod.
Yeah, I always get
Unreal.
plowed in. Instead of plowing it on the other side of the street, they plow all that shit in my driveway.
Well, the reason I
Hi,
say
hi Fox.
the
If he
reason I
blows it
say
this
that
way again,
the
I'm gonna
T is
scream.
for terrible is cause I wasn't subscribed to your YouTube channel. I am
Oh.
now.
Hi Fox.
My mom said she looked out the bathroom window this morning to see if I left, and she couldn't see anything. All she saw was like white. And I said, "Yeah, you can see like probably 20 feet in front of you when I was driving here. Pretty bad. I don't like them. Hi, Brandy. I don't like blizzard.
Howdy, Fox.
Come on. I should be videoing this guy, honestly. Unreal.
David, you're crazy.
I know Wolf told me this morning. He goes, he has a jar of fire water down in his cellar for me.
What? He said which?
Fire water.
Oh.
And then Brandon's like,
Oh.
a whiskey a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, good. He's blowing it at other people's cars, not mine now. Not my truck. It's a little truck. It's not like it can plow through anything. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of shoveling again.
Yeah. It was raining last night, thunder and lightning.
Nice.
I'm scared of coyotes.
Yeah, when I was in California, they were loud there. You go out for a smoke, and that's all you could hear. Well, I might as well just keep smoking until I have to go back.
What
Holy,
time
look
do you
at
get
the.
off?
That's all the snow.
Do you get off at noon, 1 o'clock?
What? I started at 5, so I'm off at noon. Yeah, I got up at 1 and started getting ready a little early.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Well, you know what? Because she doesn't start till later, so the earlier I come, the sooner I get to leave before. Holy buddy.
Terry, did you load that video up to YouTube?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Watch this. Watch.
I don't see your video, Terry.
Look. He's blowing it all on people's cars.
Welcome, Terry.
Unreal. Like, men are not usually that bad. Right, Sheriff?
Yep.
Men are usually smarter than that.
Oh my
And
gosh, Terry,
nicer.
that is so exciting. I hope you guys sell it.
Oh, you're selling the house? Somebody looking?
She said that they might have a buyer for their house.
Oh, I hope so. Get
Oh,
that out of your
it's
hands.
uploading. Okay.
Yeah, get it out of your hands, Terry.
Well, I'm now subscribed to you, so I'll see it when it gets popped up there. Dang it.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I put those two shorts up, and one has like 600 views, and the other one has 5. Weird. But it says altogether I got like 4 watch
Are you
hours
doing shit, Terry?
for just trying it out. Oh gosh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I might take the kids to go get their flu shots today at Walmart
Oh, that's a good idea.
since they're both not sick.
Yeah. What about you though? Are you able to go out now? So how are you gonna take them to get their shots?
Oh, I can go. I just wear a mask.
Mm.
The kids have to wear a mask too.
Well, yeah, here you have to.
We don't have to, but since I'm sick, I make the kids wear a mask when they go out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get COVID or pneumonia, so.
No. No,
Because
no,
I'll
no, you
definitely
don't.
be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because my immune system is weak right now.
If you're that bad already, then you would definitely. I don't even know if you would survive. Is it worth it? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
Yeah.
Please don't. Oh, you son of a bitch! Now it's coming in my car. He keeps blowing it into my car, into my truck. I'm telling you, that guy can brush my car off later. We had a really good maintenance guy before, but he retired. Too bad.
I'm thinking about getting some coffee made.
Some which?
Coffee.
Coffee. I'm drinking mine right now, and I still didn't bring my Keurig to work. I should tomorrow. I have 4 minutes. Oh,
Y'all all need to just shoot me.
Do what?
I said, y'all all need to just shoot me.
Why?
Good morning, Jesse.
Not being
good morning,
subscribed.
Jesse. Good
I'm
morning,
not going to
Jesse.
shoot you. Maybe with a love bone arrow with a hug. With the love dart. Hi, Jesse.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Okay,
I'm
YouTube's
drinking
being
coffee,
crazy.
and I took a caffeine pill, and I
Oh,
think I need another one.
Hey, Jesse. Yeah, because it shows. Oh, yeah, okay. It shows I am. Okay.
Oh,
Well, now I've got all 3 of you. Dang it.
oh, I see what he's doing now. He's turning it off as he goes by my truck, and then turning it on.
because he knows you're in there.
I know. Son of a bitch.
I just moved the truck where he already plowed.
Well, I can't even see out my windows. There's so much snow.
Yeah, and the bad thing is you go in and he gonna come by and he gonna do
I
it.
know, and
Your
I'll know
car's
it's
gonna
him
be
too.
covered up, and then you're
That's what
gonna
I'm
go over there
saying.
and
Move
say, you
where
know
he already
what?
plowed.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
but
you know what? You go out there and you get a shovel and dig my car out, you
there's
jackass.
already people in handicap. That's the only other place I can park. It's a full, but there's already people there. I have a handicap thing.
But I definitely, yeah, if that was me. I go back out after I get off work and my car's buried. Yeah, somebody gonna get an ash gun and they gonna
Well,
have
the
to
thing is, too,
dig
when
it
they
out.
snow blow it, like my neighbor does that too sometimes. When they snow blow it, it packs it against your vehicle, so it's even harder to wipe,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. I guess that's my cue. I gotta go in. Hide my sneakers. All right.
Don't let him blow it on you either.
Yeah, I know.
I'd hate
I
to have
think
to
he's
take a
taking
trip
it
up.
back in the shed, so that's
I'd
good.
hate to have to take a trip up to Canada and whoop somebody's ass for being stupid.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Sheriff. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Thanks for
right,
having me,
bye.
Be
Patty.
careful.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. That's what we do for friends. We whoop somebody's ass, bro.
Yeah.
I actually may have me a first interview, I hope.
Yeah, I hope we get that interview with Jenny Love.
Yeah.
Change your bottom.
I sent her a message and everything, so
Yeah.
hopefully she'll see it before too long.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some coffee started.
Okay,
How you been doing, Chef? How's the holiday?
hey, just another day. I didn't do nothing special, just
What you gonna
hung
do?
around.
What you gonna be doing for New Year's Eve?
Same thing, not a darn thing. Only thing I did on Christmas was I did 3 live streams. The first one I did an hour live stream, and it was my gift to everybody. And what it was it was not the standard Christmas music. It was kind of a jazz type Christmas music, just to be different from everybody. And then I did 2 more panel live streams after that.
Awesome. Is it
Yeah, I did.
raining over there?
Yeah, it's raining here.
Yeah, it's raining here too.
I got, I think it was a little over 15 hours of streaming.
Hey, Garrett. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Derek. Or should I say good morning again, Derek? He's following me. Yeah, it was a pretty okay day, doing the live streams. The first one I did, it was just really cool because it was like a revolving door, and I mean anybody and everybody could come up and talk, and we could just chit chat about whatever, all that good stuff.
Oh God, here we go.
Morning.
Go back to sleep again
No, I just woke up.
for the second
Yeah,
time.
I don't know how to take him, Sheriff, sometimes.
Who, Ed?
Yeah, like, I know how to take you guys, but I don't forget. Don't forget, I just met him. So,
Well, the thing about it that you have to understand is you have to understand the Dutch people. They are direct, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if he's being serious or if he's joking because he's just monotone.
yeah.
Like me, you can tell if it's joking. Like I said, yabba dabba Derek,
Yeah,
and then I was like,
yeah,
you can tell because I'm laughing.
yeah,
Well, he's not on screen, so you don't know.
true. So, it would take me some time to get to know him.
Well, that's the first time I'd met him. Now I've met Kim before, but I hadn't met Ed.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the first time I've ever been up on a panel. So
Nice.
it's a good.
Morning,
It was a good
chat.
string.
Morning, Derek.
It was a good string.
It was. And I apologize for that noise in the background in my end. But I live in a building that was built in the '60s, and it's got one of those old radiators in the on the ceiling.
The radiator, the old furnace
So,
radiators.
yeah, so it's got to be blended, and the management won't even do that. So
It's got to make its noise for a minute and warm up.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
I'll show you. Right there, see?
Yep.
That's old.
Put everything Amazon.
Well, we got a little bit of snow here. Not much.
Well, at least it's some warmth.
Yeah. We got that morning dew snow.
Laura Lee was just up here, and it's really piled up where she's at.
Yeah.
She said it was a blizzard.
Come on Wednesday.
I ain't even been to sleep yet.
I noticed.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's
Come on.
just the fact of the matter is, I got that anxiety thing going on. Can't close my eyes because I'm afraid I won't wake up.
Yeah.
But it happens every couple months or so, and I'll go for a couple of days and not sleep none, and then I'll just crash hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'll try it again tonight. If it works, then that's great. If it don't, oh well.
Come Wednesday, no, you guys will be seeing me on a bigger screen on my laptop. So
No, it won't be a bigger screen. It'll be about the same. It's just you'll be seeing us on a bigger screen. And you'll be seeing chat. You won't have to keep trying to touch your phone and knocking yourself off.
yeah. And no problems with my volume when people call me because my phone will be over here. If people
Yep.
need me, and the laptop right here. And then I can start being a good moderator for some of these channels. Like Nubs made me a moderator. I believe Pepper Princess made me a moderator.
Also, the thing about that is you have to have your YouTube side up to be able to do anything in the chat. You won't be able to do it from the StreamYard side.
All right.
How I can do it is because I have that and that.
Cool.
I have double monitors, so I've got YouTube there and StreamYard here.
Nice.
And then my microphone is on my camera. Oh, I found something out I could do that just kind of blew
Well,
my mind.
I guess you would love to see my beautiful face then, huh, Chef?
Check that out.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Got a
You
green
can,
screen behind you?
nope. It's called virtual background.
I gotta learn to do that when I get my laptop up and going.
You can do it too, Patty. If you ever are up on the screen, you could actually do it too.
I
What can
gotta
I do?
learn to do
Laura can do it.
What can I do?
I am on
You
my
just,
phone.
oh well, you can on your phone, I guess. But
Yeah,
if it's on a computer, you could.
yeah.
Oh well,
Uh,
I'm on my phone, so.
but if you're ever on your computer on live stream, just go to your cam and mic settings, and right there it'll have your camera, your audio, and it'll say virtual background and hotkeys.
Okay.
And you just go to your virtual background and you can turn it off and on.
Nice.
Cool.
So
There
they
it
got
actually has a couple of cool backgrounds. Like here's one,
What?
cool.
or I can be in a cool looking house.
Cool.
Oops, Patty done dropped out. There she is. Hello.
Hey, morning, princess.
Yeah, I can see that. I can do it. But it said do it on my phone. I tried it. But I see
Yeah,
the option. I can do it.
yeah. You can if you're ever on your computer, you can do it when you're on your computer. It's kind of neat. You can kind of just kick back and just chillax and have a cool background.
Awesome.
I actually, this is actually my picture right
Yeah.
here. This is actually my picture I took in the battlefield. And let me show you. I, I can actually lean like that, and you can actually see the little boy back there in the doorway.
Yeah. So I can even take some of my pictures, download from my phone to my computer, and use some of my pics as a virtual background.
Yeah, because that's mine. Let's see here.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
So if I want, I can make my background like I'm riding in a limo and I'm getting shot in the head by something behind me.
Oh wow, look at that guy.
Oh,
See,
That's
that's
nice.
cool.
that's one of my pictures.
Yeah.
Where is that? Oh, that's bacon. Oh my god,
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's chicken wings.
That's
chicken wings.
that's hot wings, man.
Yeah.
Grilled hot wings.
Come on,
You,
Derek. You know your food.
I know my food. I just thought it's early in the morning. I'm still on my first cup of coffee. Give me a break.
Excuses. Excuses.
Oh, you're real funny, Lori.
Chef, that might be chicken wings to you, but that's turkey balls to me.
You know, Sheriff. I was gonna say, speaking of hot wings, you should go on that show you guys have over in the States.
First we feast.
Hot wings. Yeah, he has all kinds of actors and actors and wrestlers on the show, and they go through the different. They eat chicken wings with the different types of hot sauces.
So you have all different flavors of sauces?
It's all different types of hot sauces.
No, Sheriff. Do you have other sauces?
Yeah, I have my own sauces.
I like the cilantro lime.
I like that.
Cilantro lime is really good. Frank hot sauce with lime and cilantro.
I've got one that's called Dabadooya,
Mm.
and literally one drop you can put it in a bowl of chili and it will make it hot.
There's also another one.
I have a peach hot sauce. I have a tropical fruit hot sauce. I have a help me sauce, which is another one that's just hotter than the devil. And I have a cayenne hot sauce.
There's one that's called cayenne mango. That's good.
So, Sheriff, you have a help me sauce, but that has the name "help me" written all over it.
Yeah, it says help me on it. When we
Something
bottle it,
tells me something tells me you need somebody beside you when you eat that, just in case.
we took it literally. Now this is we took it. We was doing a cook off. It was a hot wing cook off. It was called the kicking chicken cook off. And we did. We brought our help me sauce and we brought our tropical fruit hot sauce. Now here's where it's going to blow your mind. The women ate the help me sauce, which is the hottest that we had at that time. All the guys ate the tropical fruit hot sauce. So
You're gonna be fine.
who had the bigger turkey balls?
The women.
You're not bringing no more blankets out here.
Yeah, I actually have some videos and stuff on my other channels where I put up my cooking stuff that I do when I'm cooking around here and stuff like that.
Have you ever thought of combining those two together, Sheriff? The help me sauce and the tropical fruit sauce, and kind of combining those two.
No, because the sweetened acidity from the tropical fruit won't go with the help me sauce.
Okay.
Barbecue mango is really good with cayenne in it. It's really good.
Oh, I got one that you'd probably like. We actually done some wings that were honey butter.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we waited until the wings were almost done, and then we put the honey butter sauce on top of them.
Yeah.
And got that all nice and sticky, and then took them out, and then just drizzled a little bit over the top of it. Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
And when you get our wings, they ain't dry.
No.
Ours is actually juicy. Ours, you bite into it, it's juicy.
Right. That's one way to cook a wing.
Like it should be.
Right.
And I don't use them little popcorn wings neither.
No.
I use jumbos.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, don't that cost more? Yeah. You want a good quality product? And they go, yeah. I said, okay.
Go get your pajamas that are laying right there by your
we were doing a cooking for a restaurant, a little restaurant bar type thing, and those guys says, well, I've tried this guy's wings. He's the one that regularly done it there, and he asked us to do it, because he wasn't going to be able to do it. And I said, all right, well, we'll do it. And he comes up and he says, well, I've had so-and-so's wings, and I don't know if I'll like yours or not. I said, I'll put it this way. If you don't like my wings, I'll pay for your meal.
Yeah.
So he sits down. Good morning, Ginger. He sits down and starts eating the wings, and he goes through all of them and cleans the bones and hands the little basket back to me, and he says, I didn't like them. I said, yeah, I can tell. Bones was clean as a whistle.
Morning, Ginger.
Good morning, Ginger.
Ginger Rogers. Meet Fred Astaire.
Go.
Yabba dabba Astaire.
Yeah. I asked you. I asked Ginger last time. I said, "I'm
Stop
curious. How
complaining.
did
It's
you
not
guys
going to get
make
you
it off the
nowhere.
island?"
Oh, Adventures with Beth has a new thing for Derek.
Eat your noodles. Who what?
Adventures with Beth has a new thing for Derek.
Oh, shit.
She sees him on a panel or something. She comes in and goes, "Yabba dabba Derek."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you missed it. I swear. I was just we was on a live stream here a little while ago
I
together.
know you guys need to, Derek, you need to message me when he goes live. I
Okay.
just woke
Sure.
up when you were getting off.
Well,
Sorry.
we were on another live stream this morning,
Oh, okay.
and he was sitting there and he had this look on his face and he was just looking at the camera and I'm like, "Holy crap! Now I see it."
Sure.
And his look and the way he was sitting and the way he had his head turned, it looked like Fred Flintstone. I
I
swear.
tell you.
I'm
I'm
like,
telling you.
oh my God. I didn't realize it. I went along with the joke
Right.
and I was like, holy shit. Just the way he was sitting and the way he had his head and everything. And he was just looking, and I was like, damn. That's the look right there. That's the dang look right there. Look, Laura.
Yeah. You need to get that tattooed, Derek.
Can I see?
Okay.
Can I see you? No, that one. I want to see that one.
Now Ginger's gonna bust my balls now.
Good morning, Ginger.
Well, then go eat your noodles.
I told Derek. Oh yeah, that's what Ginger said. They were all rode the dolphins. She ate everybody and rode the dolphins home.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Pick me up.
Why do I need to pick you up?
I have one.
No, go. Watch your TV.
I actually got to meet some new people in the paranormal world
Oh, yeah?
this morning.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he's one of the guys is
How
from
was your
Germany.
holiday, Ginger?
He was from Germany.
Have a good day, Bye.
He's actually Portuguese but moved to Germany,
Yeah.
and he's got some good captures.
When I went to bed, I subscribed to his channel this morning.
I got him too.
Because I can't.
Randy, have a good day.
Because I can't subscribe when I'm still on a live stream like you guys can. I have to wait for I get off and then.
Right. Have a good day, Fox.
Have a good day, Fox.
Stop it.
Well, one thing I can say is you do sound a little bit better.
You think so?
Your voice wise, it's not cracking and crunching as bad as it was. I mean, I know you still hadn't got it real good, but it's not as bad as it was.
Sheriff, I have a question.
Okay, I might have an answer.
I know what over yonder means. Okay?
Yep. All right.
What does over holler mean?
What?
Over holler. Or over at the holler.
That
If
means
you're going to keep whining, you can go lay in bed.
a holler
Then eat
is a
your noodles and be
ravine
quiet.
in between two hills.
Okay.
And when they say over holler, that's where they're talking about going to the holler.
Okay. Because when I go and visit you and Beth, and because I want to get to know some of it, so I'm not just going. Well, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean?
Over yonder.
Yeah.
over yonder, over holler,
Yeah,
down yonder, over there.
because I don't want to be given directions and I'm going. Oh,
Go to the big oak tree and turn right. There are people down in Georgia that I know will give you directions like that, and I know them personally.
oh yeah.
And I'm like, people, you got to give streets because these people ain't from here.
I mean, I'm pretty intelligent when it comes to the South, but still, some of the lingo is, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they tell you go to the oak tree and turn right. You may go to a road and there be about 15 oak trees right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, which one am I supposed to turn right by? Well, there's a road there, ain't there? Yeah, we'll turn on it.
Well, my stepdad, when my stepdad was young in the '70s, him and a few of his buddies ended up going to Memphis to the Grand Ole Opry back in the that's back in the day when
They didn't go to Memphis there.
anyway, so
Nashville.
Nashville, sorry. So they got pulled over by a cop, and the cop goes, "Well, you're in the right church, or you're in the right church, but the wrong pew, or something like that."
Right. Basically, he's saying you're in the right area, but you ain't there yet.
Yeah, I like the South. I do. I love everything about the South.
Yeah, you come down there and live for a while, you won't like it too much.
I don't know. It's people are laid back.
Yeah, and some of them are a little bit backwards, especially if you go to the mountains. You get the
Mhm.
mountain folks.
Those mountain people are pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they don't put up with no crap neither.
No, they don't.
You think Ed was straightforward?
Yeah.
He ain't nothing.
oh, I've seen Deliverance. I've seen
No,
Deliverance.
deliverance ain't shit.
They got their own rules up there.
Yeah, and I don't mean this in a bad negative way or anything,
I know.
but because I am not prejudiced against nobody, no way, no shape, no form. I'm gonna get that out there now, just because.
Yeah.
But literally, you'd go up on Sand Mountain, and you better not catch a black guy there after dark. They better not catch him there after dark
Oh, I believe it. Oh,
because
I
they
believe it.
they won't be there come morning,
Right.
and it's not because they left the mountain either.
I believe it.
That's
Yeah.
just the way
There's
they
some
work.
people like that still.
When I was a kid, my uncle was a truck driver, so he brought me on a few international runs, and we ended up going to Mississippi, and
Yeah, there's you a good place.
we ended up, and there was this parade, and I when you're a kid, you just think a parade's a parade.
Yep.
And like you said, I like everybody. I want to get that out there, but this was a Klan parade. And Sheriff, this is in the '80s, this is in the
Yep.
'80s when the movie what was that movie with William Dafoe and Gene Hackman? They were both FBI agents, and they had to go to Mississippi to find the civil rights.
Yeah. I know which one you're.
Mississippi Burning. So this
Yeah.
was right after that movie came out. And like I knew about the Klan a little bit from listening to my family. I was like, but I'm thinking to myself. So I come back this way, and I told my mom and stepdad, and they're like, "What you just witnessed there was a Klan rally, a parade." I said, "Well, I thought they were all gone," and my stepdad goes, "Well, there's still some parts of the South that the Klan still runs today."
And they're still in Mississippi.
And this is in the '80s, and I'm thinking, well, we're
There's
living in.
this is in the 2000s, and they're still doing it.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, but you know what? Those sheriff, I got to tell you, they were well. They were well. You know what I mean? Disciplined. Well,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
And the cops there kept them in line too.
Yeah, they had their flag. They had their
Yep. And unfortunately, they still do that.
well, Can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Is what it is.
Yep.
It don't mean I condone it. But it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm a lover of history and culture like the South. I mean, you guys have a great culture and a great history behind you.
It is I.
I mean, and when it comes to historical landmarks, you guys don't tear them down. You guys actually fight to keep them standing up.
Well,
Well,
I think
some get taken down during the Black Lives Matter thing, though.
yeah. Well, and they also got uh, uh, graffitied too.
Yeah. Some got.
When I
Yeah.
Um,
That was
when I
bad.
saw when I saw that on YouTube about the General Lee about the Robert E. Lee statue being taken down, I was thinking to myself, why?
I
Why?
said I sit and watched it, and it still had graffiti all over the base.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
like
I'm here
I'm
to
from
tell and I'm here to tell you, the Virginia flaggers, they were mad about the people graffiti and everything, so they started standing watch on these monuments.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's getting nasty.
Mm-hmm.
and I had to comment too, Sheriff, on YouTube and I'm saying my name is Derek, I'm from Canada, blah blah blah. Why take it down? And somebody actually said, wow, you're from Canada and you're actually for it, for us keeping it? And I says, yeah, because it's history.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the Confederate flag. No, okay, people don't like it, but you know what? It's history.
Yep, but they also misconstrued that the stars and bars was the rebel fighting banner, and it wasn't.
No.
It never was.
Yeah.
That was the battle flag of Virginia, and that's it. Hold on just a second.
I mean, people want to construe things as hatred, and I think it's funny.
Good afternoon, Mo. It's morning here.
Howdy, Mo.
Hi, Momo.
Good morning, Mo.
But yeah, it's crazy that they want to do all this mess and everything, and they're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, what surprised me, guys, is
Good
in
morning,
Mississippi
David.
or some part of some city in the states, some southern part of the states. There was a black guy even said we should keep the Confederate flag.
Howdy, David. There was actually he was actually in Civil War uniform,
Yeah.
and he was walking all over the South, and the reason he was is because he had ancestors that fought for the South.
And he was all for keeping the statue and the flag up. And this guy was black.
Yep. And he got in a bunch of people's rear ends about it, and he said you're doing the wrong thing. He said it's history, folks. It's not nothing to do with none of us today. It's history.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he went off. I was like, "You go, boy. You take it to him."
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's just I don't get it, and that's why I keep doing Civil War history, because I'm gonna keep it in everybody's face.
Yep.
Keep it alive, Sheriff.
I don't care whether you like it or you don't. It's gonna be there. And
It's so weird.
I'm trying to do the battlefields that nobody hear about and doesn't get enough talking about. Like I did one. It was New Market. Nobody really knew a whole lot about it. And I did one. It was Bentonville in North Carolina, over there where Beth lives. And so that's my main thing, is doing the smaller. They're not smaller battles, but they're smaller unknown. So I just don't. I'm gonna keep it.
It's amazing how much I really didn't care too much about history in school. As an adult, I'm so intrigued by it.
Yep. And and I do history on both sides. It's not just one side or the
Right.
other. It's both sides.
Yeah.
Uh, I actually did a video on the 54th Massachusetts,
Oh wow.
and I caught flack. Yeah, and it wasn't nobody leaving nasty messages on the video or
No.
anything like that. It was my friends,
Right.
and everybody's going, "Why? Why did you do that? You shouldn't be doing that. You're from the South." Well, the 54th Massachusetts was Union, so it's history.
Yeah.
Not only was the 54th Massachusetts Union, but it was an all black regiment.
Yeah.
So no, it's gonna stay there on my channel. I don't care. I don't have no qualms with it, and I don't have no qualms with anybody trying to tell me otherwise.
Just like the movie Glory, that was an all black regiment.
That's the regiment I did. That's the
Okay.
54th Massachusetts. Robert Shaw was the colonel commanding.
And what people don't know is there was actually black people fighting on the side of the Confederacy. It wasn't about slavery.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
That's all right. But yeah, it's not. That's what really tears me up is they try to say, well, the Civil War is about slavery. No, it's not. It's like my second ex-wife. She was in college and she was taking history, and the first thing that they were talking about was the Civil War. And she comes home and she says, "You know what? I learned today about the Civil War." I said, "Yeah, that it had nothing to do with slavery." She said, "How did you know that?" I was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
I said, "Slavery didn't come into play until Lincoln's second term into his second year."
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "What?" Yeah.
Hey David. Hey David Bingham or Bingman. Sorry. I said Bingham. I never said the little. I never saw the M.
Okay.
Right, David? But yeah, I mean, it's just, it's one of those things that I don't mind talking about it, but know what you're talking about before you come at me.
Yeah.
Because I've dug deep, real
It's
deep.
yeah. It's like the war that we had with you guys back in the Revolutionary War here in Windsor. You know, people don't. People are very ignorant to that war.
And I compliment American Battlefield Trust
Roomba.
for bringing it actually back into the public eye.
I'm going to look that up later on today's sheriff is American Battlefield Trust.
It's a good website, and they actually have a YouTube channel,
Okay, cool.
and they show some good stuff. I mean, they show they'll show the one of the battles of the Revolutionary War, and they've got it set up on tables, and it's just like a little scale model.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear about the history, David. I love all about the history.
Oh,
And
sorry, Sheriff. My mistake. It wasn't the Revolutionary War that we with us Canadians versus you guys. It was the War of 1812. That's right too. Sorry, I
Indian
stand.
Wars, the Indian Wars.
Yeah, I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
But yeah, they have it set up on 4 different little tables for this particular battle, and they show why Washington lost the battle, and then they say we're going to let them see how the battle was fought and see what they would have done differently, and see if they still could have had the same outcome. Where Washington would have won it and advanced, and it was real neat.
Oh yeah.
And there's some of the president of American Battlefield Trust. He actually does videos too, and goes around to some of the battlefields and stuff.
I'll YouTube them later on.
But yeah, that's just one of the places I get my information from is their website.
Yeah,
One of the apartment buildings I used to live in is a historical building. It used to be a school back in the 1800s.
That's
They
cool.
converted it into an apartments.
Right.
Yeah, David, you're right. Most people don't like or listen to or learn history anymore unless it affects them.
And then they want to pick it. Then they want to try to pick history apart and make it about them.
Or change it.
Yeah. So, no, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it up on my channel and keep it in everybody's face as much as I possibly can.
Great.
I should, on top of having a paranormal urban exploration channel, I should also have a War of 1812 channel from the Canadian and American perspective.
Yeah, you can actually do that. You can find it.
Well, we have a
You guys
cemetery.
even know that I have a vlog channel as well?
Yeah, I see that, Patty. I subbed to that.
We have a cemetery in Windsor here where General Brock is buried.
I'll have to go to it too.
We have a cemetery here where General Brock is buried. One of our first generals that fought in the War of 1812.
Well, you want me to tell you a little something you may not have known?
What?
About Custer?
Sure.
He was in the Civil War.
I know.
He had a regiment and the whole 9 yards too, fighting in the Civil War. But he was such a crappy general that they sent him west.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing, is they got rid of him and sent him out west, and then that's where he started his trouble out there.
I often wonder that if he would have brought the cannons with him to the Battle of the Little Bighorn, would him and his soldiers win?
Nope. Because the simple fact of the matter is if the cannons were placed in a strategic point and where they were on the battlefield and how they were positioned on the battlefield, they'd have been right in the middle of the cannonball fire or the cannon fire.
Me and Noah put my link in there at the same time.
Great minds think alike, Patty.
That's it. And guess what? She's giggle snorting. I heard it.
I know. I love it.
Ain't that something, guys? Me and Noah both put my link in there at the same damn time.
You're right.
Well, you done come up to 22 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them.
Yeah, me too.
Guys, subscribe to that one too, so I can get up to 100.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was a kid and in school, I didn't like history either.
I loved it.
If people like that channel, then I'll start making vlogs on that one.
You ought to start doing it anyway. Damn, get out of my head.
Watch.
Get out of my head, Laura.
I love history.
I couldn't stand it. I hated it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Then along about, I guess, 22, 23, my mom asked me to go with her to help her do some digging on some genealogy for our family. And once I did that, I got hooked, and that's when I didn't look back.
Nice.
Oh, she's got our family traced way back. to like the days of William Wallace in Scotland.
Nice.
We're actually kin to Robert the Bruce,
Nice.
and I'm also kin to uh, a lady that her home is paranormal, and that's Lizzie
Oh
Borden.
wow, Spitfire.
Lizzie Borden.
Cool. Yeah, you said that.
I heard her house is haunted too. The Lizzie Borden.
It is. And there's also
Well,
there's also
you have the murder house, and then you actually have her personal house,
Right,
and
right.
and they don't let people do investigations in the personal house.
Right.
They just they really don't trust nobody because they're afraid that they're going to go in there and do something stupid,
Right.
and I don't blame them.
No, I don't either.
Just leave it be.
Right.
well, I didn't know that Spitfire that Custer was ready to blow the whistle on the corruption of General Grant.
He wanted to be in Grant's position basically,
I love conspiracies.
and the only way to get there was get Grant out of the way.
Oh yeah.
But he wasn't that good of a leader anyway. I mean, you're gonna the only reason he left the cannons behind was to try to make it there faster. And if he would have slowed down and brought the cannons with him, he may have not have been in the predicament he was.
Yeah.
But the Indians had him surrounded. That's just all there is to it. Once they got him into a certain spot, they started coming out of the woodwork. He didn't stand a chance. I mean, they fought well, but he didn't stand a chance. He wasn't going to make it out of that one. They've actually gone out. The government has actually gone out and done metal detecting and stuff like that out there, and found the cartridge shells, the empty cartridges and stuff like that from the Henry rifles that they were using, from the Winchester rifles they were using. So, yeah, it's it's wild.
I bet.
But they can't. The crazy thing is they can't pinpoint where Custer was. They can only speculate because the Indians had the Henry rifles too.
Wow. I wonder if Custer knew he was going to get it that day, or if he thought he was going to be victorious.
Custer didn't care. He just knew what he was going to do, and he was going to do it, whatever the outcome was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't do what he set out to do.
Nope.
I know I'm going to have to make another pot of coffee here in a little bit.
What happened, Ken?
Huh?
What happened?
I said I'm going to have to go make me some coffee here in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm getting thirsty again.
Uh-oh.
Well, I've got some in my cup here, but I had to go make a pot just so I don't run out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I remember seeing stuff about that Spitfire.
Oh wow! So Custer was offered a battery of Gatling guns, and Custer refused. Holy shit!
Yeah,
What would you? Wow! Can you imagine how tight your arms would be back then operating a Gatling gun?
yeah. But just think how many shots you're firing through that thing.
Jeez.
You got a well, you got a clip that's about that long.
Yeah.
You know, that's nothing but the rounds for it, and just sit there just chugging them off. That's actually the first machine gun, so to speak.
Yep. Yep.
Damn nose is about to itch off my damn face. Oh no.
Well, Custer was stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Custer,
saying.
Custer was. I know that. I know that he left everything at the side of the road, but I had no idea that he refused a battery of Gatling guns.
He didn't even wait for his supply wagons
That's
to get to
that's
him
right.
with
That's
his
right.
ammo, with backup
Yeah.
ammo.
So essentially he led his men into a slaughter.
Yep.
So
They went
Custer
in
was not.
they went into battle with as much as they could carry on their
Welcome back,
horses, and that
Ginger.
was it.
So Custer was not a brilliant strategician then.
No.
So you hear that, Ginger?
Hope your mom gets better.
Prayers for your mom, Ginger. So Custer led his men into a slaughter.
Yep. That's right.
What?
What Spitfire just said. He went in thinking that there was only so many,
Oh my gosh, Ginger.
and found out when he got there there was more than what he bargained for.
So much for intelligence.
Because they all ganged up on him. It wasn't just one tribe; it was a bunch, and they all ganged up on him at once. You had the Dakotas, the Cheyenne. I think there was
Sioux,
actually part of some of the Navajo,
the Sioux.
and yeah, the Sioux. The what else?
Don't forget my link up on the top there, pin, is my vlog channel. If y'all wanted me to put more on that, let me know by subscribing.
The
Wasn't
Blackfoot, I think, was also in there.
wasn't there Apaches too or no?
Yeah, and the Apache didn't like the others that were fighting, but they actually didn't want this idiot in their midst, so they fought alongside them just to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Woo! to do that.
He scared me. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Chef, I think you're very interesting. I think you're an interesting man, and the reason why I say that is because I love hearing your history. I love hearing about the history. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there is one thing I want to know more about. And I'm pretty sure you know because you know everything else. What the hell? Civil War. Tell me more about that in Gettysburg. Tell me more about that.
Well, Gettysburg was just one of the big battles that they had. There were it's they they say it's the number one top bloodiest battle of the Civil War, and it wasn't because it lasted for days and days and days. It's just they went in so many days, and in the first what was it first first 2 hours or 3 hours they lost so many men on both sides. That's why they consider it one of the bloodiest battle.
Oh,
What
Took 'em
wow.
year
up.
did it start, Chef? The
Huh?
war. What year was it?
1860.
It
What? Are
didn't
you
Actual
last
serious?
very
the
long, did
actual
it?
the actual first shot was fired in 1861.
So, how many people died in that war?
Oh, God.
Oh God, hundreds of thousands.
Wow.
And that didn't even last for days, did it?
It it's like it's like I think Gettysburg was a 3 day battle or a 2 day battle. It may be a 3 day battle.
So nobody really won because there were so many men lost.
Yeah, it was just
Oh, agenda.
well, um, it's like when Lee surrendered at Appomattox. A lot of people didn't know that Grant was going to surrender because Lee was actually whipping him with fewer men. And why Lee was doing that is because he was referring back to Napoleon's uh, tactic of war. So that's how he was able to outsmart Grant because
Oh,
Grant
wow.
didn't know it.
Mm.
Now, granted,
Well,
I'm not
Chef, what was
saying
the
that.
Civil War like back in them days?
Okay, the fighting, you think, well, okay, they're hundreds of yards away, fighting each other, and they weren't. They were like anywhere from 30 to 50 yards away from each other. They could literally see each other's whites in their eyes, and when they were shooting each other,
Yeah.
it was terrible. And like I was saying about Appomattox, Lee went there, and Grant was going to actually surrender and say, "I'm done." And Grant, doing the gentlemanly thing, let Lee speak first, and that's when Lee surrendered.
So I have to ask you, it may be stupid, but
Only
nowadays
stupid, only stupid question is the one that ain't asked.
that's. Well, were there any kids involved that were killed in that war? Civil
Oh,
War?
yeah.
Yeah,
You know how many?
a, a
Hundreds.
bunch, because the kids would
Uh,
lie about their age and say they were older than what they were.
Right.
what?
Yeah, and they'd sign them up.
They lied about
Um,
their age to get into the war?
yeah, you had to be 16 before you could actually come in the war back in those days.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's the
And they
18,
were and they
1800.
were 12 and 13 saying they were 16.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, they actually had from the Virginia Military Institute, they had 257 of the cadets in one of the battles, and that was the Battle of New Market.
That's sad.
10 of them died, and 44 or 46 were wounded. And
Because I
they
don't know, I've heard about the Civil War back in the 1800s, but I just think that it's sad because back in them days, it's different than what we are now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The shot, like I said, it started in the 1860s. Everybody was getting riled up and everything like that, and 1861, it finally came to a head and it took off, and it was from 1861 to 1865. And I mean, it's like I said, you know, Gettysburg is the bloodiest battle. Is definitely, and but the where I'm from, the battlefield that I've done a bunch of stuff on, the Chickamauga battlefield, that was a real bloody battle too, because the name Chickamauga is River of Blood.
Chef, is it true that when they were in the Civil War, I heard about this, you know what I mean? And I want to know if it's true. It probably is, but is it true back in the Civil War time, you know, way back then, they would actually, when people got killed in the war, and actually put them in a basement, like a cellar. Is that true?
No, they left them laying on the battlefield. They left them laying on the battlefield, and whenever the armies pulled out, then the towns and stuff like Gettysburg, the people of Gettysburg was responsible for picking up the dead bodies and stuff and doing whatever with them. And can you imagine? They laid there for quite a few days, and the people were having to try to deal with all that mess.
So they never put them in a cellar or anything? Because that's what I was told.
No, they would leave them laying out. If it
Oh,
was
wow.
if it was winter time and the ground was froze where they couldn't dig a big pit to put them in, they'd leave them laying out until the spring thaw, and then they'd dig the hole and bury them. Yeah, that's what David said. There was 650,000 to 750,000 that died.
That's a lot.
So were there any younger kids, Chef? Like maybe 5, 6, somewhere
No,
around in there?
not unless it was an actual cannon round that went through a house or something like that. That was highly unlikely. There was a lady that was killed during the Civil War. She was actually in her house making biscuits, and she always knew that, you know, there were shots being fired, and she lived in Gettysburg. And so there's the outside door, and then there was an inner door. Well, she pulled the inner door and got behind it to actually start making her biscuits and everything. Well, one of the Confederate soldiers took a pop shot. He was a sniper, and he took a pop shot at one of the one of the Union soldiers. It went through the door, through the next door, through her back, and ended up in her corset in the front. And she was actually put in their food cellar until they could get them out of there.
I watched a documentary about this woman was making breakfast one time back in the days, and she had kids there, and some people from the Civil War, I believe, or something like that, shot her and killed her, and they put her in the basement later in the basement.
Yeah, that's Jenny Wade.
Yeah, I heard about that. So that's true?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, can you
They
tell me more about that one?
they actually when she was shot, the Union soldiers actually went in her house, and they couldn't take her out the front door because the Confederates would see her, see them, and they would start taking shots at them. So they went upstairs and knocked a hole into the neighbor's wall upstairs to get into their side of the house, and went down and out the back door and into the cellar.
Oh, wow.
There's actually in that house, there's actually still a Civil War cannonball embedded in the house.
Oh, wow.
On the inside.
That's crazy.
But they literally used their butts of their rifles to knock the brick and stuff down so they could get through to the other side.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real interesting to go see that. It was. We actually found her grave, and my wife at the time, which is now my ex-wife, but we were taking pictures of her grave, and her camera shut off.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, Well, she's saying hello to you. No, 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 no. The batteries just died. That's all it is. The batteries just died. She had a full battery. When she turned it back on, it was almost dead.
Wow.
Because we had just changed the batteries before we went out. And I said, "Yeah." And uh,
Oh wow, Ginger.
you're saying that there wasn't something going on with the battery?
Right.
I heard about that story. I thought that was sad. She was
Yeah.
making breakfast for the kids, and she was shot and killed. I thought that was sad.
Well, the thing is she wasn't making breakfast for the kids so much as she was her sister that was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's sad. I mean, they when they had kids that signed up for the Civil War, if they thought that they were too young, they would put them on a drum corps or something like that. And anytime that they got uh, close to wherever they were going to be fighting for that day or whatever, they would send them to the back. They would send them to the rear back where it was safe.
I also heard about this woman was very evil, and she would put these kids in the basement and lock them up like they were prisoners. Did you hear about that one, Chef?
Where the kids,
Yeah, the kids were locked in a
yeah,
basement in a cellar,
yeah, it was
held as prisoners.
that was actually an orphanage.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that is what it was. Okay, why would she do something like that? Why should she do that? That's a good way to put it.
And that's without me having to say it and YouTube.
Right, I got you. But the thing is, she was having these grown ass men. I heard to help her with them, help feed them, help.
Yeah, she had two corrupt soldiers that helped her.
Wow, that definitely was
And
loony, I guess.
yeah, it's she wasn't all there.
Right, I
I
see that.
mean,
Definitely not. Um,
and
I
and
heard
they
about a
act
lot of stuff like
they
that, man.
they actually had a hole in one part of the basement that actually where she would chain them up if they were bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kids don't deserve that. I mean, I don't care what year it is. 200 years ago, 400 years ago.
No, but it happened, and they ain't nothing. I mean, it's why I say, if you take and try to remove history, you're bound to repeat it. Well, as far as the kid things go, yeah, they're repeating that same thing because people don't have it out there in their face.
I'm sorry for asking you these questions, but I just want to know
Don't
about the
hey,
history.
don't be sorry because if I can answer it, I will. I'll try.
I like talking to you because you're very interesting when it comes to the history, of things. You know what I mean? You're pretty, good with it, and I just want to know more, especially about the Civil War and
Well, that's
stuff
that's
like
my
that.
main thing that I do my history on is the Civil War, and
When did our war start in Ohio? You know?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I would like to know that because
Um, it's one of those things that you hear about. Oh, they did this or they did that and this, that, and the other, and sometimes I can actually say no, they didn't do that. This is what they did because what the history books told you was one sided. And
wow,
it's like the Civil War was never started over slavery, not one inkling. The South wanted
wow,
to be its own entity and govern itself. That's all it was.
mm, wow,
And like I said, then it went on and drug on. And when Lincoln was going into his second term and it was the second year of his second term, he made it about slavery.
yeah. Have you
So
know about Lizzie Borden? Where she killed her mom and her stepmom and her dad?
she didn't do it.
You hear about that?
Yep.
Um,
I'm kin to them.
yeah.
Yeah, my mother has actually traced our heritage, and we're kin to them through the line.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
So
what really happened in that situation, sir? Is she?
I
I
mean,
mean, was
yeah,
she?
there was, yeah, her parents were killed with an axe by somebody, but she didn't do it. And I mean, it's actually, I've seen investigations where people were doing a spirit box, and it comes across the spirit box that she did not do it.
Yeah, that's what I was. I watched a documentary about saying that she was actually possessed. Is
Well,
that true?
she actually got was acquitted. She was acquitted for the murders, and then everything started. Once that happened, everything started pointing toward her sister.
Oh wow.
And she described a man that was actually hanging around the house, which was a drifter, and of course they never found him.
What?
You know, it's just they never found him, so they couldn't prove that it was him or it wasn't him.
I was told that she was possessed by a demon on one of the documentaries.
I actually watched a YouTube documentary last night or yesterday on Lizzie Borden. And have you guys ever heard of this YouTuber named Lamont at Large?
Don't watch him.
No, because he did a whole thing on Lizzie Borden.
Don't watch him. He's an idiot,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and that's the only way I can say it and be polite about it. He actually said some stuff on his channel that I was like, I actually messaged him on his video that he did, and I said, really, you're gonna sit there and talk about Confederates like that and you have no clue?
Oh, okay.
And so I just jumped in both feet. I didn't care, because you're not going to talk about something and be totally wrong.
Okay, then I won't watch it anymore, Sheriff.
I mean, if you want to watch, you can watch his videos where he's in a graveyard or something like that. That's one thing. But when he starts talking about this other stuff, no.
Okay, because he did a whole thing yesterday on Lizzie Borden, and he said that Lizzie Borden's dad kept bugging her about when you going to give me a grandchild, and he said that Lizzie Borden was a lesbian. So
She was never married.
right,
So could it be a possibility? Absolutely. But the thing is I've heard it through Spirit Box that they say she didn't do it, but they don't go into. They just say he done it. They don't say who done it. Just he
right.
done it.
I don't believe Lizzie Borden did it anyways.
Well, she was acquitted anyhow, so it didn't matter.
But no, I definitely on the guard. There's some things she said that I didn't quite agree with.
Yeah, it's. He's one of those that I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't be talking about stuff you don't know about. I mean, it really. You know, and he was talking something. It was something about the Civil War and the Confederates and stuff like
You're
that.
welcome, Terry.
I was watching because I liked him. You know, I thought he was a good channel. And then when he done that, I was like, oh, hold on. Whoop, back up, regroup, and punt, because you ain't right about this, Jack.
Yep.
I'm from the South. I know about the Confederacy. No. Get out of here. Get out of here with that crap.
He's just one person. He's just a person that doesn't like the Confederacy.
There you go. It's they had a couple of battles there that David's putting out there that was in 1863 in Ohio.
It's what? It's called a win?
It's the Battle of Salingville and Buffington Island. Where one was June 26, 1863, and the other was July 19th, 1863, in Ohio.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yes, Carrie, I do like purple.
So the war started way back in the freaking days.
it's 1861 to 1865, so it falls in the parameters.
Wow. I've always wanted to, time travel back in the 1800s and see what it's like.
Right. Be careful what you ask for.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Because
probably would.
some of them spirits can transport you back there and let you
Hey,
see.
Chef, don't be talking that shit. Don't want me to know shit.
I ain't kidding. I
Oh,
was
hell no.
I was standing on the battlefield and saw it.
What?
The Battle of New Market. I was so in tune with doing that video. I was standing on the battlefield on the northern side watching these boys charge these cannons that I was standing beside. I saw them just as plain as I see these two on panel right here.
Oh,
They were
man.
they were charging the hill with bayonets and were coming hard. And as soon
Yeah.
as they did this and met up with the Union, it was gone. I didn't see any more.
I hope no spirit out to take me back in the 1800s.
They'll probably do it while you're asleep. So it'll be like a dream.
So,
Right.
so Peppermint, you never had any past life experiences? Like, you never felt your whole life like you lived in another time, another era?
Oh, was you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What was it again?
You never felt like you lived in another time or another era, i.e., you never had no past life experiences?
Yeah, I do want to go back in another time, but I don't know if I want to go back in 1800. I don't know.
He's asking if you had ever experienced a situation where you felt like that you were from a different era.
I mean, that
Like,
wouldn't be a bad thing, though, if the spirit would have took me back in the 1800s. I mean, it's not going to be real. So, I mean, right?
well, he's asking is, have you ever in your lifetime have you ever experienced like you were from another time period?
Um, I don't know.
I
Honestly.
I think that the reason that I'm doing Civil War videos is because I was originally from that time period.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like me, Peppermint, the reason I'm such a Billy the Kid fan and expert is because I believe I rode the trail with Billy the Kid back in the 1800s.
Oh.
And it's a possibility. There's not nothing saying that it don't happen.
I wish I knew somebody had a time travel machine. You know, one of them time travel machines.
I
And
would
take
like
me
to go.
back to.
I would like to go back and meet Abraham Lincoln, General Grant, and General Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
I really do want to go back in the 1800s. I really do. I want to see how they lived and how everything was compared to now. You know, because back then, 1800s, it's way different than it is now. You know,
Let's see here.
because I don't think they had any houses in 1800s. Did they, Chef?
Do what?
Yes,
Did they have any houses in the 1800s? Or
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Huh?
They had big plantation houses, little cabins. Yeah, they had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And did you guys see what Terry put? It's quite possible,
Terry, kiss my butt, woman.
Terry, it's quite possible you were a soldier in Vietnam because you got that hippie look about you.
Let's see if I can find
it has
this.
nothing to do with that.
You know how many soldiers came back from Vietnam, became hippies?
I know how I can do it.
I like that one show. Where he wishing was never born. That was insane, boy.
Patty, Ginger's in the background.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
There you
I
go.
didn't even see her. Hold on, Ginger.
I don't like the butterfly effect. I hated that movie.
It's
Sorry, Ginger.
cold down here.
No, I have listened to this since you're talking about past life things or whatever. Years ago, I was having a conversation with my mom. And I asked my mom, if you had the choice to go back and live in a certain era, which era would you go live in? She said she liked the Victorian era with the big dresses and. She says, "What
Mhm.
about you?" I looked at her and I said, "Meh, I would have been one that would have been up on the balcony with her leg over the balcony going, 'Hey, big boys.'" Well, okay, but that wasn't far from the truth. So I had, so I did a past life regression and come to find out, yep, I was a hooker.
You was one of them there hoochie mamas.
I was too. And I was rolling in it too.
All right,
Well, I
Patty.
just laughed over that because that just came out of nowhere and then come to find out, you know.
All right, Patty.
But I've also been told that I was in the Civil War. I had a twin brother. I have names. I've looked him up in that too. I
I don't
was
know
the
what past life
oldest.
I had.
Yeah, I was the oldest, and we were both killed in the Civil War. But
Share this
as far as I
picture.
know, those are, and I'm on my 16th life. That's as far as I know.
All right. Share this picture, Patty. And then you tell me that I wasn't in the Civil War.
You did what?
I said share this picture that I've got shared. And
Okay.
tell me that I wasn't in the Civil War once you share it.
And then when you guys were talking about genealogy and that earlier, my brother chased ours all the way down, and he chased us all the way down to the right-hand side of Joseph Smith. Our family was his bodyguards.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Holy
I'm like,
shit!
everyone, now you know why I'm so mean.
Holy shit, Sheriff!
Oh my God. That's you.
Yeah.
That is you.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, the hair is up on my arms.
I'm no kidding.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
that Sheriff. That is you.
See, and I've not been
That's
able to
crazy.
find a picture of supposed me and my brother. I have names. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
I am so tripping out right now. I'm like, oh
Right.
my God.
Hi,
I don't
Randy.
even think
Wow,
I have
Chef,
one
that was
percent as
awesome.
thick compared to
That
that
was
picture.
interesting.
I was actually an officer, according to that.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you had the officer's uniform and the saber.
That's insane. Oh my God. I can't even believe that. The hair is still up on my arms. Ooh, I got the
Wow.
tinglers.
That was awesome, man. That was awesome. That definitely was Chef.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Wow.
It just
Holy
didn't have
shit
all
balls
this.
and empty ball grant.
I would, you know what? And that's just it. I would have never known. If you would have just thrown that up and said, this is a picture of me in the service, I would have just automatically thought it was you because it looks so much like you.
Hey, it looked exactly like Chef.
Exactly
Younger,
like
but
him. Holy cow.
that was awesome.
It's just one of
Hi,
them things.
Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Howdy, Randy.
That was pretty damn awesome. That was cool. Chef, put that up here one more time. One more time.
All right, give me a second. Let me get
That
to
is
it.
insane. I can't. Oh my gosh. That
I know, that's super crazy. I wish I knew my
that is
past.
unreal.
I wish I knew
It's
my
so
past.
cool.
My past life. I wish I knew.
Wish I could find a picture of me hanging on the balcony with my leg over it. Hey, big boys.
Look at this, guys.
I want to see what kind of floozy I dressed like. Wow. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is uncanny.
Wow.
You were heavier back then too.
I'm pretty dang heavy now.
Wow.
What is this guy's actual name?
I have no clue.
Oh,
I just actually was looking through old Civil War pictures, and I was like, wait a minute,
okay.
Wow.
Oh,
what?
wow.
Wow.
So I
How
sent it
awesome
to
is
my
that, guy?
computer.
That's awesome.
I sent it to my computer and blew it up to where I could see it, and I'm like, holy crap!
It's me.
Damn, it's me. What the hell?
That is insane. You know what else I've been watching too on YouTube a lot when nobody's up on? I'll go watch those it's the life inside, and it's all these people that actually do have, like one lady, she went right to her grave. She's never been there before in her life.
Oof.
And there's other ones that have memories of being somebody important or somebody, in a previous life, and they remember every detail.
Wow.
Well, and the other thing, like birthmarks. Now, birthmarks have been coincided with past life traumas. I have, it looks like a band-aid, but it's about that long, and it's back here on my hip. Now, before I ever found out anything about the Civil War, I
Now, wait a minute.
always knew that was
What
a
did
bayonet stick.
what did that look like?
Like what?
Your birthmark.
Your birthmark.
It looks almost like it's the same perfect size as like a band-aid, and it's about this wide, but it's right back. It's right in my lower back. It's right, and I always knew that that's what it was. It was either a sword or a bayonet. And then I found out about the Civil War, and she told me that's exactly how you died, and your brother died shortly after you.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I don't mean to freak you out or anything. I don't even know if it'll show up. Did it look like that?
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
sword. That's a sword.
Yeah, it was either a sword or a bayonet off the end of
No,
a rifle.
it wasn't no bayonet because that's a sword.
Yeah.
I'll show you what the bayonet looks like.
I can't even see it. But yeah, it looks like a perfect band-aid though. Like if you were to just place a band-aid on my skin.
If you were stabbed by a bayonet, it would look like that.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not what it is. But I was like, holy cow.
I do know those differences for sure.
Yeah, it looks, and I wish I could.
Oh, just stand up and put your pants down.
Right?
Because when they stab you with the bayonet, it leaves that mark. And the reason that they were shaped like that is so they could twist it.
Yeah.
And when they twisted it, it would just open it up more.
But yeah, I was like freaked out over that because I mean, I've always thought that was an injury. I mean, I've died one time I died from a horse. It broke my neck. I fell off of it and my foot got caught up and it drugged me. She told me that I've been killed a lot by men, which doesn't surprise me because of my mouth.
Yeah.
See, my husband's laughing from the kitchen. He let out a big laugh. But she said, but you've also, and I said, well, go me. Jeez.
Ginger, you can't have a mouth. You know, I don't believe you have a mouth on you.
Don't believe what?
I don't believe you have a mouth on you.
Oh, please. I'm almost 52. I've refined and retuned that mouth. You hear
Jeez.
my husband? Oh God.
I'm sure you were a perfect little angel back in the day.
No,
I'm
that's not how
I'm the
people
oldest one
describe me at
again
all.
on the damn panel. Damn it.
I'm 42, so how do you like that?
Yeah, but
Respect your
I'm the
elders.
oldest
How
one
do you
up
like
here.
that?
Yep, Jeff's the oldest one. I'm 47, so
I'm
You'll be
50.
46.
50,
Shit.
you'll be 52 next month.
I'm 56. And sometimes I feel that 56.
But that's okay. They say older women are better lovers.
That's right.
Okay.
Right there's my woman.
Yeah.
My
Right here,
coffee my coffee cup.
right
Very
here's
nice.
my woman.
I've been married 3 times. I've been divorced 3 times. 3 strikes, you out.
That's what they say. Three strikes, you're out.
I'm out of the game, so I'll do me.
All right,
Everybody's like,
married one, divorced one. That's it.
everybody's like, oh, you'll find somebody, and no, I won't, cause I ain't looking. Oh, you'll find it when you're least expecting it. No, I won't, cause I ain't looking. I won't be looking. I'm gonna mute for a second, cause this is gonna be loud, and I'll show you what I mean by it's gonna be loud.
Okay.
So you can hear that it's loud.
I wish I knew what my past life was.
I've only known a couple of people that can do that, but they went through training and went through school and everything to do hypnosis and all that. So then they went through schooling for a long time.
I know Neil from Nigerian Nation can do it, but he doesn't do them very
How you doing,
often.
Randy?
Apparently, I can be hypnotized fairly easy,
Oh yeah.
which I didn't think was. We were at a bar one night. This was like years ago, and they had a hypnotist in there. And of course, he got several people up there on the stage and put them under. Yeah, he had me up there acting and dancing like I was Madonna. It was ridiculous.
Awesome.
And then he did a keyword while I was under. And when the whole thing was over with, I went back, sat with my table, and everybody was laughing. And they were telling me what happened because you don't have any recollection of what you've just done. And they videotaped it. And if they hadn't have, I'd have been like, you guys are also full of shit. I don't act like that. Oh, yes, I did.
I'd like to see
Right.
that.
And they did a keyword. And once that keyword was spoken, I stood up from the table and I had no idea where it came from and said, help. I'm a man trapped in a woman's body. And then I covered my mouth, like, where the hell did that just come from? Yeah.
Wow.
And so I've never went back to one again. I was like, oh, no, you don't. You're not making a fool out of me again.
Well, don't feel bad, Ginger, because I'm a woman trapped in a man's body.
I'm a lesbian.
Me too. I love being a lesbian.
Ugh. Ooh, it's so windy outside. Got another storm blowing in. Ooh, look at my lava lamp now that it's going big time. Look at it.
Oh wow.
Cool.
I love this thing. Even the colors on it is so cool.
I had a lady ask me one time. She says, "What type of women do you like?" I said, "It don't matter. I'm a lesbian." and I thought she was going to hit the floor and die laughing. She started laughing and couldn't quit. She said, "Now that's a first." I said, "Hey, at least I'm original."
Mm-hmm.
My
I gotta get
daughter, at
another
one
car.
point, she had her boyfriend. He was almost in tears. She had him almost convinced that she used to be a boy. And she had me in on it. I was backing her up, and this poor kid was in tears. It was hilarious. And then we told him, we're just kidding. You crybaby.
And then he didn't know whether to believe you or not if you was kidding.
I know. Ever since then, I don't think he trusted none of us. I don't blame him. My daughter put a picture up at Christmas. She brought onesies. She actually managed to get my son, who is 30, she's 27, into onesies and had pictures done. I was like, I cannot believe you found a onesie that fits your brother. It was hilarious. But still, that one picture of Jada opening up her present,
That's cool, David.
that was the icing out of all the pictures this year. She actually thought she was getting alcohol for Christmas, and she was distraught as hell.
Oh, I seen that. That was funny.
The look on her face, that look, oh my God, like she hated Grandma. I just ruined her whole Christmas. You gave me alcohol. I'm only 4. I can't drink it. But it was just an alcohol box. I crocheted her a big blanket, and then she had a card in there, and I put $25 in her card. You know, so when she wrapped wrapping paper off, she just saw the alcohol box and was pissed until she got in it and seen what was in there. Then she was okay. But that was, I mean, that, and it's like Paul said, that's a priceless picture.
You know, my dad, when he'd get his shoes for Christmas, he would put them in his cowboy boots and wrap them. We wake up and like, what the hell we're getting cowboy boots for? But our shoes were inside of his cowboy boots.
Along the lines of what you did to your daughter's boyfriend, me and a couple of our buddies was out at a bar. Well, one of my buddies spotted this girl, and he was really cranked on by her. He just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave here with her. And me and my other buddies looking at each other. We're looking at him, and we look back at each other. He ain't got a clue. Now it was pretty. I'll give you that. But we knew, because we could tell. And he ain't paying attention. All he sees is this beautiful woman.
Oh,
Transgender.
no.
And I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Did he have beard goggles on?
Not at the time. When he first realized her, he was sober.
It's like one of those that you chew your arm off the next morning just to get out from underneath them.
Shit, chew my arm off and half my side. But he sees her. So I'm telling my buddy, my other buddy that's with us, I was like, this ain't going to be good. You do realize this. He said, yeah, but what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to sit here and watch the damn shit get destroyed.
Let it happen.
I'm gonna watch this thing fall all apart.
Oh my God, I would have been in tears in the corner laughing so
hard. We're sitting there and we're watching this idiot, and he's over at the table with her, kissing on her, and I mean good kisses too. I don't mean none of these little pecks and shit. I'm talking about one of them sloppy kisses. and we're looking at each other and going, this ain't gonna be good. And sure enough, you know, he's getting all into it, and he starts reaching his hand down and shit. I was like, wait for it, because it's fixing to explode.
The eyeballs.
And
you just wait for that look.
He reached down and got there, and I was like, that's it. And I'm looking at him, he's looking at us, and my other buddy's looking at him, and we're looking at each other. He stands up, and I mean, he decks this person, knocks her clean out of the chair. And he comes over there and he says, I ought to whip your two asses too. Well, stupid, if you can't tell a man from a woman, then it's on you, not us.
Some
He
of
said,
them
well,
you
how did
can. Like
y'all know?
years
He said,
ago, we had gone down to,
he said, how did y'all know? I said, look right there. She had
yeah.
an Adam's apple, stupid.
Well, this one you didn't even have to see the Adam's apple. We were out on the dance floor dancing, doing the swing. And next thing you know, he was grabbing me by the
And what?
hand and yanking me off the dance floor. And we were going back over and sitting down. And I was like, what are you doing? He said, look at the dance floor.
Okay.
There was probably a 6'5" man dressed as a woman, mini skirt, and the whole shebang. But I was like, but you could obviously tell it. He said I couldn't dance anymore. That's why I pulled you off. I couldn't do it anymore. I was gonna bust up laughing. But I mean, it was obvious. And she just, tank top, mini skirt. She had low heels, not high heels. And the whole pantyhose and everything. I was like, oh my Lord. I mean, at least if you're going to dress like a woman, somebody give that person some help. Jeez. But yeah, it was scary. 6'5". And obvious, you were like, oh wow.
Yeah,
Where'd you come from?
beauty's only skin deep, but ugly's clean to the bone.
Yep, exactly right.
How can your friend sheriff miss the damn Adam's apple?
Because he wasn't paying attention. He said, look at that chick. And we looked up, and that's the first thing we saw. That big old goozle sticking out there.
That's funny.
I was like, this ain't going to be good, dude. I'm telling you. And it wasn't.
I would have been. I'm pretty good when I laugh and I have to go to the bathroom, but I would have been like Ginger. I would have been in the corner.
Trying
to cutting out, Derek.
Huh?
You're cutting out.
I like to do that though, like because I usually don't like being around a whole bunch of people. So I like to, and I am a social butterfly. I'm all over the place, but
the bad
I like
thing
to
is,
sit in the corner. I like to sit in the corner and watch the stupid shit that goes.
The sad part of the fact is she got up and punched him back just as hard. And he comes back over there and he's like, man, I can't. I'm like, what's the matter? You need a gallon or a 55-gallon drum of Listerine and all that shit to get the taste out your mouth? What? It was. I know it's embarrassing to him, but you know what? You started it.
Right.
We just wanted to see how it was going to play out.
Yep.
He said, yeah, y'all are assholes, man.
What, Maggie? Then go to sleep.
Well, it's like I'm from the South. I'm a redneck guy, and I'm an asshole when put in the right situations.
Right position.
I'm in that right situation. It's going to happen.
I've been called that a few times.
So, my second ex-wife, she said, well, let's go to this bar. I was like, no. She's like, why not? I said, because it's not a bar I need to be in.
The Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, basically. And she says, why? I said, no. That ain't for me. Okay. You're a party pooper. I said, if you want to go, you go. You have fun. I don't care. If that's what you want to do, you go and you go have fun.
Huh.
I'll go somewhere else.
Right.
And so she let that one die down. She comes up, she names another one. I said, really? Really? The name of the bar was called the Toolbox. Really? You can't tell what it is by the damn name. Really? She said, "Oh, baloney." I said, "I'll guarantee you, you walk in that door and that's all that's in there." She walked in there and that's what it was. All guys. It wasn't no women or no women lookalikes. It was all guys. She comes back out and she goes, "That's different." I said, "I told you."
Hi, Laura Lee.
Howdy, Laura Lee. Welcome back.
Hello, Laura.
I got to mute again.
Welcome back, Laura.
Shit.
Thank you for talking to my vlog, Laura.
Dang, nabbit.
Yabba dabba doo. I want to still be here, but I got to do my breathing treatment real quick.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm a little PO'd now, but I'm still at
Uh-oh.
work. What a mess. Holy. Unreal.
Why? What's going on?
Just the person who worked all weekend did nothing. And it's really annoying. I'm done already. Like, I'm so done with it. Unbelievable. And of course, boss isn't here.
That sucks. The best
Oh,
you
and
got
the
at work, and then
snowstorm
there's
is
other
really
people that just
kicking
don't
me up.
care,
Yeah.
and you have to pick up the slack for them. Yeah, it's
Well,
annoying.
it isn't fair. Like, I worked an extra, probably altogether 2.5 hours last week, and I don't get paid for it. So, like, but my work ethic makes me want to fix it, right?
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. She's on her way out the door, but they haven't got rid of her yet, and I was just twisted it.
Huh.
So, how are you?
There,
Did you have
that's
a good Christmas, Ginger?
I did.
Good. Good.
Other than my mom being in the hospital,
Oh no!
well, she went in before Christmas. My
I
mom had
didn't
her
know
whole
that.
back. Well, my mom had 5 years ago. Her whole back is hardware. She had severe scoliosis,
Mhm.
and so they put rods all the way up in her back and everything. Well, out throughout the years, she's had several surgeries. Well,
Oh.
it got to the point to where she couldn't walk, so they took her in, and they did one surgery because the screws. My mom's losing her bone density,
Yeah.
so the screws aren't staying in now.
Oh, you're
So they're
poor
having to
mom.
go in and take them out. So she's already had 2 surgeries. She's got to go through one more. But yesterday she started bleeding rectally,
Oh
and they
no.
couldn't figure out what was going on. So they took her in and did an endoscopy, and come to find out she had an artery bleed and she had an ulcer.
Oh.
So they cauterized all that. And then in the next, I don't know, couple of days, she'll go back in and have another surgery again to have those. I don't see how she's going to be able to walk. She couldn't even stand up straight before.
Yeah.
When she had the surgery. She was bent clear over. I mean, it bent her clear over and kind of twisted.
See, with my mom, she gets dizzy.
Yeah. So my mom can't sleep in her bed. She has to sleep in the recliner downstairs because she can't go up and down the stairs.
Oh yeah, I made a room for my mom downstairs because she can't do it either.
There's no bathroom down there, so she has like a porta potty thing that she hides off kind of in one of the rooms so that, and she's 73 years old and she's raising her grandson, my nephew.
Oh wow. Oh
Because he's 8, I think.
wow.
And my little brother is in prison. That's a whole other ball game. Anyway, but
Yeah.
So my mom has set it up and him that, if anything happens to her, I'll get custody of him. I don't even want to think about it, but she called me crying today because the other kids, her stepsons, wouldn't even take B long enough for my stepdad to be in there for yesterday when she had her surgery. She was all alone because his son couldn't be bothered with watching B.
Yeah.
So she was crying on the phone and had me ticked this morning. And she called me twice from the hospital. They had her laying in there. They couldn't get an IV in her. And
Oh.
so they were
Hey,
going to.
Eli, I'm glad you're doing okay, Eli.
Hi, Eli.
Hi,
Oh, sorry. I
Eli.
don't have the comments on. Hi, Randy. Hi, Eli. Hi, David.
But they just left her
Sorry.
laying there with nothing, no pain medication, no nothing, because they couldn't get anything in,
Oh.
and she'd been laying there for hours. She called me twice.
They couldn't give her pills?
They weren't doing anything with her, and
Like,
this was
they
going
also
on for
have,
hours.
they have liquid morphine that they can put under your tongue.
Yeah,
Howdy,
well, they
Eli.
weren't doing
I
crap.
had to
So
do that
I
with
got
my
on the phone
husband
and
when he
called
was
down there
dying.
and threatened them with the inch of their life with the lawyer if they didn't get something done now. Because
Yeah.
she was dying of thirst. Well, obviously, she's dehydrated if you can't get a needle in. Just ridiculous. But they ran
Oh,
right
my
into the
goodness.
room after I got off the phone and was apologizing to my mom left and right. I told him, I'm
Yeah.
4 hours away. Do not make me drive down there because you will regret it.
My mom is 79. And she just gets vertigo really easy. And we're supposed to go get our third shots on the 14th of January. And her wheelchair's in the shed, and my shed needs to be fixed. And so I don't know. I have to use a crowbar to get it open. First, I got to shovel it out. But yeah, I was
I
lucky
know,
because
Eli. I guess we're both in the same situation. We both got diabetes.
one of my
And Laura, we'll be all right.
works gave me a walker for my mom, and the other one gave me a wheelchair for my mom. So I was
Yeah.
lucky in that sense. But oh, I forgot to put my keys in. It's been 10 minutes.
Well, she has a walker, but I think he's going to eventually have to break down and get her a scooter so she can get around the house.
Yeah. Yeah. See, my mom, she can walk around the house, but she can't do much else. She does it what she can.
She can't even wipe the counter. She said, I can't even see the counter. That's how
Oh,
far bent over I am.
oh.
So I'm like, holy crap.
I need new glasses. I can't freaking see a thing, but I can't afford it right now. So, but I definitely need new ones. I'm squinting like I can't even watch TV. I have to squint. So I watch TV on my phone. Oh boy, I hate this. This snow sucks.
Eli, yes, you can have pizza, but you have to get the cauliflower crust where you'll be able to eat it. Yes, you can. I help you out, brother.
It's still snowing, you guys.
Well, we got a storm blowing in this way. It's windy outside. I'm surprised
We
my
got a
garbage can
blizzard
hasn't
going
went
on.
flying down the road. We've had more wind this winter than I ever remember.
Yeah, this snow is too much for me, I'll tell you. I have to shovel it. I'm the only shoveler, so I do tiny bits at a time, but
Okay, here we are. Cool. Sorry, I was just looking through my reference books on Canada.
I can't drink diet.
I can't either. I
I get
cannot get
migraines.
past the taste. I can't.
Oh, me, it's migraines I get from the aspartame or whatever it is. What the heck?
Sheriff,
Well, one of the things that uh, the diabetic nutritionist will tell you, and your diabetic
I gotta put
doctor
this up for a second.
will tell you, do not drink diet drinks because they are no good for you. They would much rather you drink a half of a real sugar, a real sugar pop,
Yeah.
as they had drinking that stuff. And of
And
course, they
we've
don't
been
want you
lucky.
drinking the
We don't
sugar
have
pop either.
diabetics in our family. We have everything else but.
Well, if he was down here, we actually have a place that they're Mennonites, and they make bread that you can actually eat. I'm sitting here trying to think of the name of it.
Homemade?
It comes from the Mennonites. They actually make it and slice it for you.
They have some real good pot too.
Them will make some good food.
Mennonites have some real good pot too.
I wouldn't know about that one.
Wait till you get a loaf of their bread that's loaded with it.
Right? Or
You're
their brownies
eating
or
an edible.
cookies.
Oh, cool. Eli's coming up. I got
Yay!
6 minutes. Hi, Eli.
Eli, my brother.
Eli.
Hey, Eli.
How are you? Hi.
I'm waiting for my new glasses to come in January because I'm like farsighted. Yeah. Hide in hospital room. Yeah.
Well,
It
at least looks like you're in pretty good spirits. That's the main thing.
I am. It's just I'm not worried about the diet or anything because I know I can give it up easily. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just on ice chips right now.
But yeah, the cauliflower, they use it for the actual pizza dough.
Oh yeah.
Eli, you're
Jeff, send me all that information on my Twitters for me too.
You got a
what I can eat, what I can't eat.
You got a Costco close to you?
I love
I
Costco.
got diabetes type 2, so I'm with them. So.
Well, do you either one of y'all have a Costco close to you or a Sam's?
I have a Sam's Club.
Costco actually makes pizzas with the cauliflower crust.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but that still has
they
a lot
do.
of
It's
carbs
really
in
good.
It cauliflower has carbs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When
it's
you have
not.
diabetes, you can't have a high
But
diet of carbs at all.
But what I'm saying though is he can't eat the regular pizzas, so he can
You
maybe
make
have a
pizza
slice.
balls.
He can have a slice or maybe two, and it would tie him. It would tie his taste up. Instead
I
of
make pizza bowls.
Oh.
Pizza bowls
Those
are
are good.
just like pizza, just without the crust.
Yeah.
Put all your pizza toppings with the pizza sauce, put cheese on it, and bake it.
Well, see, I normally don't eat pizza.
Pizza Hut makes pizza bowls. Subway makes protein bowls without the bread. There's a lot of places you can order from that. It's a low carb.
Yeah, that's the one good thing that they actually have a lot of the restaurants now that are
Yeah,
doing
it's a low
that.
carb menu.
See, I'm in hospital. Look. No lie.
What is happening with you?
I'm dying.
His blood pressure went wonky.
Yeah, my sugar went like to 1,000.
Shit.
That's because of your blood
Maybe
pressure
how?
too.
I don't get it.
That's because of your blood pressure too.
Yeah.
You get out of the hospital where you're not stressing, where you're not stressing as much,
Yeah.
and that will come down. That high number will come down. And I know it sucks because they're coming in there every so many hours and giving you the little shots of insulin and shit like that.
See, now, if you're
That's
taking
why I
shots
laugh
of
when people
insulin,
tell you get your rest. I'm like, you can't use rest and hospital in the same fucking sentence.
No,
because you'll get just
I'm
as
just
soon
saying,
as you
he's taking
get
insulin
good
shots.
Drifted off.
the
Here they
higher-
come.
in that deep
Gotta
sleep,
focus,
hey,
get ready here.
gotta take your blood pressure. Yeah, okay. You
Like
wake me
he's
up
taking
again, and
insulin
you gonna be.
shots.
You wake me up
Alright,
again,
guys,
you're gonna
I
be
gotta
fixing
go.
a broke
That's
nose.
worse than what
You
I
can see
have.
what
The
it's
rest of
like.
your day goes better, Laura.
Thanks.
Alright.
I'll show you.
And she gone. Poof.
Yep, poof.
I was gonna go to sleep, but I was like, let me hop on
Now,
for 30 minutes. And...
if you're taking insulin shots, your diabetes is worse than mine.
Huh?
If you're taking insulin shots, your diabetes is worse than mine. That's
Wow.
the higher level of diabetes if you're on insulin.
They took my A1C while I was in the hospital with my heart issue and stuff, and it was a 9.7. So I was
Damn.
considered diabetic. They were giving me the insulin shots.
My dad was doing insulin shots because
I
he was
got out of the
diabetic.
hospital and away from all that mess and started working on my diet and concentrating and
Yep.
not stressing about a lot of stuff. It dropped to just barely below six
Just
on
watch
A1C.
what you eat and don't get so stressed out. Yep.
It's weird how
Takes some
your
time.
body messes with you when you got a bunch of crap going on.
Right.
Take some time to yourself.
I always have time for myself.
No, take some time to yourself. Just take a vacation and just.
I wish I can. I mean, it's just financial. It sucks, you know. I mean,
Well, one thing you could do, Eli, if you could go to like,
I could just lay down at night and think of someone's just like some.
well, if you could go to, well, no, that'd stress you out.
Yeah.
Go to like a park or a lake,
Yeah.
just somewhere, just by yourself. That doesn't
Get
cost
you a
anything.
lava lamp.
And just chill out, chill
Oh,
out,
I'm better.
and
Be
enjoy the
here.
weather,
Get you one of
enjoy the
these, and
scenery.
you just focus on it.
And I'll guarantee you, when you come back from that park, you'll feel like a big old weight's been left off.
Yeah. Make peace with like nature
Yeah.
Yep.
Just,
where it's quiet.
Or
I'm good.
meditate.
James. I need my glasses.
Or meditate. Or Eli, meditate to some nice music. Just turn your phone off and just meditate to some nice music.
I used to, when I get stressed out real bad, I would get,
That's a good idea.
I'd grab my fishing rods and grab some bait, and I'd head to
Why do you
the
think I
creek bank.
crochet?
I go to the creek bank or the lake bank
I do
and
arts and
sit there
crafts. Or
and
color.
don't care if I catch
Very
fish one.
calming.
Mhm.
Right?
Eli, you're gonna be
Get stressed
okay,
out.
bud. You're gonna be okay.
I'm just
You
tired.
guys, when I get stressed
My
out, I
mouth's
grab.
dry. Sorry.
When I get
If
too
you need me,
stressed out,
I'm here, buddy.
Thank you. I'm just been going through so much. I know we need to talk later. So
Okay.
But we got
Well,
you. We got
Christmas
you back
time
in.
and the holidays suck for everybody, especially when you're having financial problems. It's like
I
the
know how
worst.
you feel. I got type diabetes too, so Laura does too. So we all know.
But
when I
we
get
got you.
stressed out,
We got you back,
go to
and
the
we
gun
pray.
range.
We praying for you too. So
nice.
Yeah.
I had a feeling like I was feeling bad during David's work. I was going to do an interview with David, and next day I started feeling bad. I was feeling bad
I bet, David.
after my internet was messing up, and I started feeling really, really bad, and I canceled it. And yeah, it was terrible, man. It was all man. So
The
I
good thing
have
is
my
you're
lava
okay.
lamp.
You're alive still, and we love you, and we don't want nothing to happen to you.
Yep. Don't feel bad,
Eli,
Eli.
I
I'm
We're
just
in it
battle
together.
influenza A, so
Eli, I just sent you some Reiki too. You
Okay,
should
yeah.
start feeling it here soon.
Thank you. I needed it, cuz. I think the only thing
When I
messing
get
with me is my dry mouth. It's like,
yeah, you get that when you have diabetes. It's dry mouth.
I didn't even know I had diabetes until I went to the doctor and got checked.
I get dry mouth too, but I don't have diabetes.
you're constantly wanting to drink.
I always have dry mouth.
I wish I didn't.
Lots of water, Eli. Lots of water.
Yep.
No pop, no juice.
Do they have an IV in at all, Eli?
They do, but
They
it's sort of like Bluetooth.
That's right, David. I agree with you on that.
Damn technology now these days.
huh.
Yeah. I'm just
When I get
keeping myself from getting COVID, so
Damn it, David.
pneumonia. Because I could
Oh,
die
we're
from it
gonna
right now.
We're gonna have that damn interview. Shit. I want to talk about your lava lamps and everything.
Sheriff, you there?
No, I left.
David, is that the one that is a
When I get
haunted
stressed out, I
lava
go to the
lamp?
gun range and I fire off a few clips. That's what I do. I love going to the gun range.
Yes, please.
I keep my gun and just.
No, I'll be good after this.
Yeah, well, my thing about that though is I go to the gun range or go to a shooting range and
Yeah.
start blasting off rounds. Then I'm going, oh God, all that damn money I just blew away.
That's actually very liberating.
Wow, how much is insulin?
Huh?
How much is insulin?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I got my insurance and stuff like that, so
They should cover it. Your insurance should cover it. You may have a little bit of a copay, but you should be able to cover it.
Patty, where's your next investigation gonna be?
Not too many of your insurances won't cover it. I mean,
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
No, she's talking to your sister beside you.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm such an asshole.
I thought about maybe going back to Third Avenue this weekend.
Oh, good.
Well, guys, I'm heading off.
Third Avenue Bridge.
Get some more rest, so.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely get some rest.
Yeah,
Get the hell out of there.
Get as much rest as you can in between interruptions.
Shut your blinds.
You be good.
Shut your window blinds and go to sleep.
Love you.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you.
Take care, brother.
Love you, Eli.
Bye. Poor Eli.
I'm glad to see he actually looks a lot better. Because I saw a picture of him before he went to the hospital, and he didn't look good.
Wow.
You look that bad,
Okay,
Chef?
I have a question, David.
You
Okay.
You could tell he was sick.
Wow.
How does a lava lamp become haunted?
Have an attachment to it.
I don't know.
I know, but it just seems, well, I don't, and I'm beyond what people try to attach themselves to, because I picked up an old wicker chair that ain't worth more than freaking $20, and it's got an attachment. Why would you attach yourself to a fucking wicker chair?
Because it was their favorite chair to sit in.
Probably.
I know, but it just astounds me. I can't wrap my brain around it. I'm like, never mind.
And if somebody liked the lava lamp, they would be easily to do to attach to the lava lamp. Don't be surprised.
Well, I guess that would be me. If I pass away, you'll probably have another haunted lava lamp, David.
And don't be surprised if their face comes through the lava pieces.
Nuh-uh. Now I don't even want to keep it in my room. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, they show their stuff on camera and stuff all the time. Why couldn't they do it in a lava lamp?
She'll wake up, Chef. She'll wake up. She'll look at the lava lamp and there'll be this. Good morning.
I'm all looking at it.
Well, I mean, anything's possible.
True. You can see him in clouds. You can see him in smoke. You can see, it's true. It's just such a funny concept to me of the simple things that people, attach themselves to. It astounds me.
Why do people attach themselves to pictures or mirrors when they die?
Well, but mirrors are doorways.
Yeah, if they get caught in a mirror, that means somebody shut the door on them and they were trapped in there.
Yeah, there's a reason.
If I left this world tomorrow, God would not. This is my favorite chair. I'm pretty sure I would attach myself to this chair.
Yeah, you would.
Mine was doing some cool stuff like that too yesterday, David, when I first plugged it in. Or not yesterday, the day before. I was sitting here watching it as it was heating up, and that some of the stuff that was coming off of it, it was crazy looking until it really started going.
Or maybe I'd come and visit you all if I left this world. I'd be like, "Hi, Ginger. Good morning. It's Derek. Remember me? Ta-da!"
And I'd be like, you have such a sad little life that you have to attach yourself to my love lamp. Now I'm gonna be all freaked out. I'm like over here looking at it, going, "Geez, don't tell me nothing." But I don't want to
Great,
know.
Sheriff. You got her freaked out now.
What?
Well, I mean, look at World War II
No, I'm
American
all right
bases.
with it. I'm just dramatic.
I could attach myself to this cup.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one to drink coffee out of. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, the guy that came with the chair, that's what it is. He hangs out in my kitchen. I see him all the time in the kitchen, like walking. I've even asked my son because his doorway, from where his doorway is, he can see better than what I can. And he says I try not to pay attention because he knows I'm into this stuff. He knows there's stuff around and he don't like it, so he tries to not. Like I said, when we lived in another house, we had a male ghost that lived downstairs, that stayed downstairs. And this is when we first moved into the house. I didn't know that he was down there. I knew there was an old woman that was in the house. That was her house, and she may let you know. I slept in the living room. I felt so uncomfortable sleeping in the bedroom. She let you know that was her house, damn it. And she did not want you there. And but with him, Garrett says, I can hear somebody talking downstairs. And it would bug him. So he would turn his stereo clear up so he wouldn't have to hear it. And then later at night, it'd be coming through the living room floor. I'm like, what are you doing? Rocking out down there? I'd have to go all the way down there and turn his stereo down. But he said he would keep it turned up like that so he didn't have to hear it.
Right.
It freaked him out. But I later found out that this young man accidentally overdosed when he was 19.
Oh, wow.
He lived in the house after Ellie did. Her name was Elizabeth, but she went by Ellie. I did all
That's
this on this
weird.
house. I was like, and when I was down and out, I had no water to my house except for irrigation water. I had no electricity. I had no gas. And I had shit going on in my house like nobody's fucking business.
That's funny because my mother's name is Eleanor and she went by Ellie in high school.
Yeah. But she did not like the kid there. I got an EVP of her telling him no, because he would want to come upstairs. And I actually got into it with her in the kitchen one day and told her, this is not your damn house. It is my house now. And if he wants to come upstairs, he's more than welcome to, and you're going to leave him alone. Because she just was ornery. Like, she wasn't evil or anything. She just was a mean old lady. Yeah. You know, just did not want you there. And after I had my first attunement with Reiki, this is when it set it off for me. I was sitting in the living room one day and I was reading a book. Nothing else was on. I was just sitting there reading a book. And out of the corner of my eye, I seen something out of the corner of my eye walking this way. And I turned and looked, and I seen this old woman walk across my living room, and I was scared. I mean, I just sat there frozen. I'm just watching her. She walked over to the window, but did this sweeping motion like there must have been a curtain there that she saw, because there was no curtain. It was blinds.
Right.
But she did this sweeping motion and looked out, then it went like that, and she turned and looked me right in the face like, you're still here? I grabbed my keys and my purse and was out the front door. Bitch, I've had enough of you.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I came home late one night and had to go to the bathroom so bad. I ran straight through the front door, dropped my purse and everything, and was running, and I ran right straight through her. I felt it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You never stood your ground, Ginger, that day when she looked right at you?
Oh, I did after that, yeah. I did after that, but I didn't know, because I had just moved into the house, and my daughter was working at the Asylum 49, which is a local haunted attraction, but it's also haunted, because it's our old Troll hospital.
And
and
it's
it's
called
actually
what?
haunted. So I didn't know at that time if I had something that was in the house or if she brought something home.
Right. Well, at least you stood your ground later on.
Well, I ended up moving out, but it was no big
Well,
deal. It wasn't the young man that was there. He was not. He was lost, you
Well,
know. But as far as she was the ornery one, she was the one that tried to control the house, and I was like, "No,
I'll be
you're
right
not."
back. I got to go get rid of some of this coffee I've been drinking.
thanks.
And I did have one thing follow me home from the asylum when I lived in that. Well, the one freaky thing was I had this, it was like a pink satin house coat and it was hanging on a hanger. And I had it hanging, there was a cabinet in my living room with the handle. And so I just had the hanger hanging in that. And it was off to this side of me, like on the wall over here. And I'm looking straight at the TV, and out of the corner of my eye, I see movement. And so I look, and the sleeve on it came out like this, like somebody was admiring it. And when I said, "Oh shit," it dropped. I called my girlfriend because she was on her way into town, and I told her what just happened. I was freaking out. I was like, "Hurry up," you know. And so she gets there. We go do our investigation that we were doing for the night. We go, and she lived clear out in Dugway, so she decided to stay at my house that night. So we were out in the living room, and she pulled up her sleeping bag, you know, and stuff, and we were out there, and we were sitting there watching TV. Same thing, only she was leaned up against this wall, facing this way, but we were watching the TV. And just at the same time, she said, "No fucking way. I seen movement out of the corner of my eye." I turned and looked, and the sleeve was out again, and she saw it that time. And I turned and looked at her, and I said, "You see what I was talking about? That's what happened the other day." She was like, "Oh my God." I said, "Yeah." But it wasn't, you didn't feel like anything was bad in the room. It was just like somebody was just admiring it, like they'd never seen anything like that before. It was
Yeah.
just, but I did bring something home with me from the asylum that put me on edge. And yeah. And luckily it went back to the asylum. It didn't stay. It went back. But yeah, I was scared through that one, even though I was sitting there trying to hold my ground and not be scared. But I was. If it would have
Right.
jumped right in front of me, I probably would have had a nervous breakdown.
Guys, I'll catch you all later. I gotta go take a quick shower and get ready for the day.
All right. See you later, Derek.
See ya. I'll catch you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's cool. I have a seer stone, David, and it's like that. It's like shaved on one side. Do you know what a seer stone is? Back in the day, they used to use them kind of like a map or to tell them their path. It's shaved on one side so it's really clear, and you can look into it, to the inside of this thing. And when you look and when you gaze into it, if you hold it up to a light and look into it, you'll be able to start seeing signs, like you'll see an eagle. I have like a big bear claw in mine. I have Atlantis in the bottom of mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I have been told that before, that I was part of the Atlantean people. I don't know what I was or whatever. I just know that I was, which, you know, I've always been a water baby ever since I was little. I love the water.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, I have one of those, and it changes on you. You gaze into them and stuff, and you have to keep them wrapped up in something soft because you don't want it getting all dinged up,
Yeah.
you know. But the inside, you know, the images will change. It's crazy, and it's called a seer stone.
Oh wow.
I had a TP in mine. I was told that too. I was a medicine woman at one point too, which would coincide with me being a healer, you know. But But yeah, I guess even in a lava lamp when it's moving around, I guess if there's somebody that really wants you to know something bad enough, they'll show you, I guess.
Yeah.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
They will get their point across one way or another. But like that old woman, boy, I had it out with her. I was like, you're going to leave him alone. You could just tell he just was sad. He was like, where's my family? And
Yeah.
he was too scared to cross over because he thought that he had done something wrong. I tried to get him to cross over so I left it alone because I was like, eventually somebody will come. And I've got a picture of an orb of him downstairs in my basement. He finally came out. I was down there taking pictures, wasn't getting nothing. And I told him, if you'll just come out and let me get one picture of you, I will leave you alone and go back upstairs. He came out. I got a picture of him. I said, thank you. And back upstairs I went. And it is an incredible orb.
Wow.
And my girlfriend, I don't know what she was doing. She decided she was going to go lay on the floor and see what she could feel in that room. So the orb, you can see somebody laying on the floor, and then there's the orb, and they're like, that's the light. I'm like, there's no light in that room. There's no hanging light. There's no light in that room. It's right back up into the corner where the furnace is. The scary part of your house.
Yeah.
Where the furnace is. But yeah, he just was a lost little thing. Wow. Well, I don't doubt anything. I really don't. I question some of it and want to know why or how.
Yeah.
But, I don't doubt anything. I mean, if somebody can attach themselves to a doll, they can attach themselves to anything.
Right.
Well, my lava lamp's brand new. Hopefully it's not attached.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this angel. Yeah, let me get it down. From the church. But I put my amethyst crystals on it, though.
Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I like angels.
So I put my amethyst on it, though.
There you
I
go.
didn't know if there was like an attachment or something on it.
Yeah.